Greetings everybody, welcome to part 39, and we have just beaten the water temple. We are done with this place, and now we have awakened Princess Ruto as the Sage of the Water. Hooray, which makes sense. Alright, with Ruto being a sage, that means that the wedding is off. Thank God. I mean, it still wouldn't have worked out because, again, Link is a Hylian and Ruto is a Zora, a fish person. And in the next game, Majora's Mask, we find out that Zoras lay eggs. Think about that. So yeah. Anyway, and of course, if you're wondering about Zora's domain, even after we leave, and if we go back to it, it will still be frozen. But the good news is it will stop snowing, and the ice will startily melt. Well, the Zoras won't be free until the game credits. So yeah, and of course, good old Ruto pretty much finds out that you and Zelda are in cahoots, but she tells you that she's alive. And she gives you the water medallion. Again, a marker to point out that you have completed the water temple and one step closer to beating this game. And of course, once again, it does not add power. Ugh. And of course, I will give Sheik my thanks. Alright? Alright, we are now treated to this little cutscene that shows Lake Hylia filling back up with water. Yay! Oh, and there's a Sheik monologuing. Goody. And there's Link warping back from the Chamber of Sages. And, oh, there he is. Alright, so let's thank Sheik now. Of course, Link can't say anything because he is the silent protagonist. And Link is, again, like the link between the player and the game, hence the name, but you should know that. Blech. Yay, and the lake is filled with water. Goody. See, everything's all nice and pretty again. Alright, and while Link looks over the lake, see that? Sheik is looking at Link intensely. Odd. That is very odd. And of course, Sheik disappears, but he makes one more appearance on top of that tree, and then jumps into the water, and, yeah. I don't know why he does that, but, weird. Anyway, remember that, little stone that we read on top of here saying that at morning's light, shoot an arrow and when the lake's filled with water? So let's do it. By shooting an arrow when the sun rises, it'll create this nice little after effect, creating this new item right here. And this new item here, well, it's the ability for us to shoot fire arrows. Yes. By shooting at this thing, by shooting at the sun, morning's light, when the lake is filled with water, we get this nice little reward. Now, fire arrows pretty much do what it says in the description. It just, you shoot flaming arrows, you can use them to light torches, you can burn cobwebs, you can burn enemies. So, yay. Alright, folks. Well, I'm not going to do a collection time per se because I'm kind of done with that. And, instead, I'm going to be doing a segment this time called Gold Skulltullas hunting, which means I'll be going from place to place to kill those golden spiders. So let's begin. In fact, there's actually one right here on this tree. Of course, at first you have to use your long shot to get on top of this branch, and then you can either wait until it goes dark or just use the Ocarina to change it to dark quickly. I mean, these little buggers can hide almost anywhere. They are annoying. Alright. There it is. Kill it, take the token, and we'll move on. And from here out, head to the Lakeside Laboratory because there is actually a Gold Skulltula inside the laboratory. Where exactly inside the laboratory? I'll show you. Of course, don't forget to roll when you jump from high distances. Oh well. Of course, on your way to said laboratory, those stupid crow enemies, they are so annoying. Anyway, that graveyard, nothing of significance, in my opinion. Rollin', 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 ride. Alright. And I love the Bigoron sword. Okay. Now, inside the Lakeside Laboratory, you know that pool that we had to dive in to get our heart piece? Well, we're actually going to sink to the bottom using our iron boots because at the bottom there is a crate. And when we roll into the crate, the Gold Skulltula will appear and we will kill it. Oh, and there are also some rupees here, and that is the worst looking shark I've ever seen. I mean, it's so fake, so fakey, and ugh. I mean, why is there a shark there in the first place? Maybe to make it look more scary. Whatever. Alright, now we have gone. Here's the thing, we've gotten every Gold Skulltula as Adult Link in Lake Hylia. However, it is not complete yet. We are not done yet. In order to get all of the Lake Hylia Skulltulas, we're going to have to go back to being a kid again. So, that's exactly what we're going to do, and I will not show you the time travel because we've all seen it by now. We've all seen the drill, so yeah, let's go back. Back to Kid Link. Yes! Alright. Now, when you're a kid again, go to the island that you have gotten the fire arrows, and the Gold Skulltula will be on one of those pillars. We'll just kill it right quick, and then we'll go back to the future. And this is the last Gold Skulltula of Lake Hylia, and yeah. But that does not mean we're done Gold Skulltula hunting. No. In fact, the next two Gold Skulltullas I'm going to be hunting, you can either do as Kid Link or Adult Link. I'm going to do Adult Link because after I get those two Gold Skulltullas, I'm going to make a trip to Kakariko Village because when we go to Kakariko Village now, at this point in the game, we will trigger a cutscene. And of course, at this point, I decided to go back to my traditional green tunic because, well, it's tradition. He's the green hero. He's always worn green in all of his Zelda games. So why not this time? I'm going to finish it like this. Now, it's up to you if you want to ride, if you want to put on your trusty blue tunic or your trusty red tunic. I mean, it's up to you, really. But for me, I'm going to stick with green. One, because green is my favorite color. And two, again, it's traditional. Again, it's traditional. I mean, sure, if you want to wear multicolored tunics, and I'm going in a complete circle, am I, folks? I am very, very sorry. Okay, I'll stop now. Alright. Go as if you were going towards the Gerudo Valley, but instead, there will be a circle of stones, smaller rocks, that pretty much contain a bigger rock, a reddish rock right here. I think it's red. Brownish, maybe? I can't tell. Anyway, we're going to destroy this brownish. We're going to destroy this rock first, but I'm going to use the Megaton hammer to smash it. And once this boulder is smashed, plant a bomb in the middle of the circle of stones to reveal a hole. And again, without the Stone of Agony equipped, you cannot tell that there was a hole there. I mean, yeah, it'd be kind of difficult, but that's why game guides exist on various online sites like GameFAQs. Alright, anyway, here we're in this little underground area with cobwebs. Now, I debated between using the fire arrows or Din's fire to burn them down. Let's see, which one? At first I've chosen Din's Fire, but then, of course, I just got the fire arrows, and I wanted to show you how they work. Alright. And, of course, fire arrows do consume magic powers, so keep that in mind. Not only are you losing one arrow, you'll lose some magical energy. But hey, see how this thing burns cobweb? Isn't that fantastic? Of course, the Gold Skulltullas is not here. In fact, the Gold Skulltullas is actually in the very corner that contains the cow. Yeah. Why is there a cow down here? That's weird. But of course, with a cow down here, that's also a free source of milk, because if you play Epona's song, it'll get so excited it will produce lots of milk, and it'll want you to have some. Goody. Anyway, Gold Skulltullas token in hand, let's get out of here. Now, the last Gold Skulltullas I want to get before I head to Kakariko is actually in, actually at the tree next to Kakariko Village entrance. Yeah, it's right there. So, yeah, we'll just ride all the way back to Kakariko Village. Well, yeah. Now, this one thing, I have to ponder one thing as I ride towards my destiny. How come Link's never gotten a kind of a riding vehicle before? I mean, Epona is pretty much Link's only mode of transportation. Is like, what I'm trying to say is, up until this game, Link didn't have a mode of transportation like an Epona or a boat or a train or a flying Grimloft wing bird. It's all like he always had to walk on foot from point A to point B. But of course, the map area is relatively short, and as the games grew more and more complex, the distance between lands becomes more distinct, and you have to figure out how Link can get there quickly. Yeah. Anyway, plant a bomb right here to reveal the hole next to the tree, and we'll drop on in. And actually, from right here, I can nail the Gold Skulltullas because I have the long shot. And of course, that shadow right there, that's a big Skulltullas waiting to ambush you. However, I'm not going to give it the chance because I can nab what I want from here and get out of here. Alright. Now that we're done here, and we're done hunting Gold Skulltullas for the moment, we are going to go in Kakariko Village, and, well, like I said, there will be a cutscene that will let us into the next stage of the game. It will show us where to go next. And if you played this game before, we know where to go next. And this nighttime effect really acts to the cutscene here, so. And uh-oh! Kakariko Village is on fire! Oh no! Uh-oh, that is not good, and that looks like the House of Skulltullas! The House of Skulltullas is on fire? Uh-oh. That's pretty bad. Oh, there's Sheik! Well, finally, Sheik is actually trying to do something! Not just stand around and give Link magic songs and disappearing like a ninja. Looks like we're going to see him some action. Let's see what all that Sheikah training does. And oh boy, that beam from the well is gone. It's been destroyed. That means something serious is going to happen. Okay, something invisible has tossed Sheik around like a ragdoll, and ew, ouch. And there's a shadowy thing coming from the well. Come on, Link, do something. Use your hero. You've beaten monsters before. This is not any different. Face your destiny. And... holy crap! What happened? Thankfully, folks, Link did not die. He was just rendered unconscious. Yeah. Alright, we have a new problem. Turns out there's a Shadow Beast on the loose, and he has migrated towards the Shadow Temple. Of course, Sheik here will reveal the information, and turns out that Impa has sealed it a long time ago, and the seal has finally been broken, more than likely due to Ganondorf's influence, and then, of course, yeah. Anyway, folks, Impa has actually gone into the Shadow Temple to try and seal it again. And of course, coming up, Sheik reveals that Impa is one of the six sages. And the game does not try and hide the fact. It does not try to hide that. Yes, Impa is a sage. Go save her. And of course, Sheik here will teach you the melody that will get you to the Shadow Temple. So enjoy. Yes, folks, we have just learned the Nocturne of Shadow. Nocturne of Shadow? Nocturna? Or whatever. Anyway, we have gotten the warp song that will take us straight to the Shadow Temple's entrance. So, Sheik will take care of the village by first doing his ninja thing, and boom! Gone. Alright, now we can go ahead and get to the Shadow Temple at this point, but now that I've gotten the long shot, I want to do something right quick. I'm actually going to the graveyard, and I'm actually going to I'm going to actually do I'm actually going to race Dampy again. Excuse me. There, I got it. I'm going to go back there and race Dampy the Ghost again. And what you do here is when you race Dampy the Ghost again, if you manage to get to the end in under a minute, he will reward you with a heart piece. Now, depending on how you do this thing, it can be either easy or hard. I mean, the thing to remember about Dampy here is that he will chuck out these little flames out his lantern that will cause damage and will actually slow you down. So, yeah. And the thing about this race here is that you have to roll. Rolling again makes Link go a little bit faster, but you gotta be careful though, because if you roll without knowing where you're going, you may accidentally run into one of those flames and get hurt and lose some time in the process. And of course here, even if you get hit by one of these things, you can still try and catch up. Like if you go around here, it'll shed off a few seconds. Now the thing is here, the thing you want to do here is when you get to near the end point where the last gate opens, there are a pair of wooden torches. Now what people do here is you can use the long shot because of its long range. You can try and latch on to the wooden torch and you can shed off a few seconds, and yeah, that's how it's done. But of course, I did not make it in under a minute, and that was disappointing. Ugh. Rematch time. Alright. Now, yeah, folks, I put back on the red tunic because I believe it helps reduce the flame effects, if I remember correctly. If I'm lying, so sue me. Yeah. Anyway, at any other time when you race Dampy, if you manage to make it to the end, he will give you 20 rupees. He'll give you a red rupee with 20 rupees on it. Yeah, folks, as you saw here, the red Goron tunic does help you with the flames a little bit, but it doesn't always work. As you see here, I still took damage, and try and avoid the flame altogether. Now, if you are skilled enough, you can actually make it to the end in under a minute without using the long shot. I mean, I've seen players on YouTube do it, but yeah, I'm not that skilled to do it, but thankfully I managed to latch onto the thing this time, and yeah, I just made it under a minute. Goody. And of course, the present I gave him, the original hookshot, well, Dampy, I had to throw that one away for a much superior model. Thank you very much. And of course, we get our heart piece, so everything's all right, everything's all good. All right, now I'm sticking to the green tunic for good. I will not go back to the other colors. Well, technically that's a lie. I will switch back and forth between tunics for another reason, but that won't be for a little while. Alright, anyway, now, if you want to wait for Navi's message or something, Navi will say that monster came from the well. Let's investigate. And yeah, we will investigate the well, but as you can see right here, the well has a ladder. I don't know why it has a ladder, but yeah, we're going to go down this ladder right here and see if we can find out the mystery about this shadow beast. And here's another thing, folks. Remember that old blue man here in Kakariko Village? He said that there was a man that once had the ability to see the truth, and that his home was originally where the well is now. So keep that in mind. And as you notice here, the well has been sealed off. It's been blocked off, which means we cannot get into the well as an adult. Yeah, as an adult. You know why? Because, here's a hint. Remember the organ grinder? He told us that an Ocarina kid played a song that drained the well. I wonder who this kid could be. Me! Yeah, we're going to have to go back in time, and we are going to have to pretty much fulfill that prophecy. Play the Song of Storms in the windmill to let it drain the well. But first, I am going to go over here to the roof of Impa's house, because there is a Gold Skulltula present, and it will be the last Gold Skulltula of Kakariko Village. Yay! Alright. And just to verify that I did kill them all, make sure there was that gold token right by the name. Yep, I killed them all. We're ready to go. Now, the funny thing about time travel is that it tends to give one headaches and aneurysms and migraines and all that stuff, because what I'm about to do now is play the Song of Storms as a kid that will cause the windmill to break and drain the water from the well. Now, the thing about it is I've learned the Song of Storms from the organ grinder when I showed him my Ocarina in the future as adult Link. Because the organ grinder learned said song from watching young Link play the Ocarina and causing the disaster. And of course, the organ grinder remembers that song, teaches it to adult Link, and then young Link will go back in time, play said song for the organ grinder, which will cause a thing to drain the well, which will make the organ grinder mad, and he will remember that song, so that... Told you time travel's all screwed up. And then, of course, where did the Song of Storms come from? Seriously, where did that song come from? I mean, I know it's played in the background of the windmill, but that song originally never existed. It's part of a stable, closed time loop that seemed to have been conjured up into existence thanks to time travel. Again, don't think about it. It will give you a headache. Ugh. Oh, and here's a nice little fact. Thanks to time travel, I mean, just a few moments ago, I've raised Dampy as a ghost for a heart piece. And as you can see here coming up, we see Dampy the Gravedigger still patrolling the graveyard, looking for people to play his heart-pounding grave-digging tour. So, time travel, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's go on to the windmill and pretty much cause said disaster to happen, which again will cause the organ grinder to remember this song, who will teach it to adult Link so that he will come back in time to Kid Link to play the song for the organ grinder, and again, time travel. Here we go. Going around and around and around. Oh, he won't be happy in the future, trust me, because of what we're about to do. Oh, a musical theme? Why not, yeah. Oh, the point of the... Oh, here's a... Again, I don't want to spiel on time travel because, So, folks, it's time to play. It's time to wreck the windmill. It's time to drain the water. And thus, the windmills start spinning faster and 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 faster. And of course, here we go. It spins even faster, and then the well starts to drain. So yeah. So is Kakariko Village going to die of thirst? Not really, because somehow they managed to get alternative sources of beverages. And folks, notice how the thing is going way too fast? Know how it's spinning around really, really, really fast right now? Whee! Woo! Yeah, even though it's spinning fast right now, as soon as we leave the windmill, if you look up at the propeller area, the wind area, it's somehow magically gone back to being slow again. So, odd. Well, now that the well has been drained of its water, we can now explore the bottom of the well and get behind the mystery of this shadow beast. And again, there is this, but first, dark, narrow, and scary, three features of the well. Well, that's what it is, folks. It'll be dark, it'll be narrow, and it will be scary. And, yeah. So, folks, we will explore the bottom of the well in part 40. And, it will be a little spooky. See you then.